Welcome back to FoodCrafts. Football is back, and we're going to make the perfect wings to snack on while you watch your favorite teams. We're going to turn this into this in less than 2 hours. No overnight refrigerating necessary. I've been making these wings every single weekend so far, and it hasn't gotten old yet. Let's start with the wings. I've got 2 pounds of whole chicken wings here. If you're able to get pre-cut wings in drums, then you don't need to worry about this step. But we're going to section each wing by making a cut at the joints. Once the wings have been broken down, grab some paper towels and give each wing a proper drying. Remember, moisture on the skin is our enemy. Afterwards, we're going to throw them in a bowl where we'll add a generous amount of salt and pepper. The salt will draw out moisture from the skin, but also add flavor. Next, add about 15 grams of baking powder to the bowl. Baking powder, not baking soda. Super important here. The baking powder is used to draw additional moisture out of the skin for a crispier, crunchier wing. Give your wings a thorough mix. If your wings appear to have a super thin coating like this, then you're good to move on to the next step. Once our wings are prepped, get a baking tray and place your wings on the tray with enough space for each one before cooking. If you have a wire rack, I would recommend placing your wings on top of the wire rack. We're then putting our wings in a 225 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 1 hour. This will dry out the skin on our wings and allow the salt and baking powder to work its magic. Don't forget to flip your wings at the 30-minute mark to get even drying. Now, while our wings are drying in the oven, let's make a super simple homemade buffalo sauce for our wings. In a saucepan, add 1 cup of your favorite hot sauce, or in this case, Frank's Red Hot hot sauce. Then, add 4 tablespoons or half a stick of butter and 1 to 2 cloves of minced garlic. Turn on your stove to medium-low and let the butter melt and the garlic cook. We're going to need to stir constantly and monitor our sauce. We don't want our butter to get too hot and ruin the emulsification process. If your butter gets too hot, it's going to separate and look like a red pool of lava with chunky bits at the bottom. Kind of like this. Anyway, your buffalo sauce is going to look thinner than you'd like, but that's okay because once it cools down a little, it's going to thicken itself up. If your sauce cools down and still doesn't coat the back of your spoon, then go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of cornstarch to help the emulsification. Now that our buffalo sauce is looking nice and saucy, let's set that aside and finish cooking our wings. After the hour's up, our wings will have a much darker color and be dry to the touch. Before these go back in the oven for the final cook, we're going to brush a thin layer of oil on each wing to get a nice, crispy, bubbly texture. Our wings are going back into the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes or until crispy and brown. While our wings are getting crispy, if you're enjoying the video, could you please like, comment, or subscribe to the channel? I really enjoy reading all your comments, and it gives me a lot of motivation to keep making more videos. Thanks again. After about 30 minutes or so, our wings are now done, and just look at the results. The skin has puffed up nicely, and you can tell that the wings are going to be crispy. If you think your eyes are deceiving you, then go ahead and listen to how crispy these wings are. And if you're worried that the wings are turning out dry, take a look and see for yourself. The meat inside is still juicy, while the outside skin has crisped up nicely. All that's left to do is put our wings in a bowl, pour in our homemade buffalo sauce, and get to tossing. Once our wings are fully coated with delicious sauce, it's time to plate up. I always enjoy my buffalo wings with the side of ranch, but go ahead and pair them up with your favorite dipping sauce. Now that our wings are complete, it's time to gear up and dig into some wings. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.